to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about some changes that I'm actually going to be making in my life to be a little bit more eco-friendly. And these are honestly little changes that anyone could do, so maybe they'll inspire you to make some changes if you haven't already. But I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and there are a lot of habits and a lot of things that I buy that are honestly so bad for the environment, and I really wanted to make some changes to those. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is Q-tips. It just kind of popped into my head one day. I was thinking, you know, I use Q-tips and they are horrible for the environment. Like the little bit of plastic that's on every single Q-tip, like think about how many one-use plastics go into the garbage. And I use Q-tips, I'm not gonna lie, even though you're not supposed to, I do use them to clean up my ears. But mostly I kept them in a little jar thingy-mabobber on my vanity. Thingy-mabobber, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It actually was a honey jar. But basically I use this as my Q-tip jar, and I put Q-tips in it, and it was like an easy access thing for whenever I was doing my makeup. If something smudged under my eye, then I could quickly clean it up, that kind of thing. But I really thought about it one day and I was like, holy crap, like how many Q-tips am I going through? How bad is this on the environment? Like think about how many Q-tips every single person that uses Q-tips goes through. Like it's actually so bad for the environment. So I'm like, I wonder if there's a reusable Q-tip or something that I could get that is more eco-friendly. And sure enough, my phone spied on me and it popped up an ad for an eco-friendly brand called Green Cider. Yeah, Green Cider. I will show you what I ordered. So it was only like, I think it was like $14 when it like went to Canadian. So it was like 12 something US. But basically it looks like this, and it comes with two types of Q-tips. So one is just like smooth on both sides, and then the other one has a little bit more like grit to it. I don't even know if you guys can see that, it's so small. There we go. But yeah, it's made of silicone and they're really easy to wash and stuff, and it comes in this cute little container. And yeah, by getting something like this, I will not have to use any more disposable Q-tips again, which is amazing for the environment. So I'm so glad I made that change. Honestly, I can't believe how many Q-tips I've used over the years and how, like, what a bad effect that must have on the environment. So if you're a Q-tip user and you do want to make a positive impact on the environment and stop, you know, throwing out so much waste, I would definitely look into this. I will put the link in the description box below for you guys. The next thing I'm gonna do, and I have not yet because I still have yet to go through what I already have, but is razors. I use disposable razors, and I've done that for years, and it is so stupid. And I'm not afraid to like call myself dumb for doing something like that. Like I should have invested in something that's more like has more longevity. The way I've been taught is, you know, get the product with the best deal, right? So I would pick up the package that has a whole bunch of disposable razors. It's like, oh, I got a whole bunch of razors for a really cheap price without really thinking about the effect that it has on the environment. So I believe have like 1 or 2 razors to go through. I'm not gonna like just throw them out without using them. And I'm not gonna lie, I do use the absolute crap out of my razors. Whether or not you should be doing that, I do use them for a pretty long time, but I will be investing in a more expensive razor. In the long run, I'll be buying less packages of razors, and they'll be better for the environment by just buying the replacement like razor head. Because thinking of how many plastic disposable razors I've thrown out over the years of shaving, it's just like, oh my goodness, it's so bad for the environment. So I definitely want to make a change and stop doing that. The next thing I want to do, and again, I am finishing what I already have, so I will get it soon, but I want to get a wooden toothbrush. I actually see them all the time at Winners, and just having something that's made out of wood is just so much better for the environment than, again, a disposable plastic. So I will not be buying plastic toothbrushes anymore. Earth Cider actually does sell a big package of those wooden toothbrushes on their website, but I believe they are a little less expensive if I just go to my Winners down the street. So I will be getting a wooden toothbrush instead of a plastic one next time. Now the next eco-friendly thing I have done is actually something I did, I feel like it's just been a little less than a year. And TMI, if this makes you uncomfortable, then I mean, whatever, click off or like skip to the next one, but is a Diva Cup. And girls, like if you have not switched to a Diva Cup yet, Do it, try it. Like, so many people are so freaked out about it, and I was freaked out about the idea of a Diva Cup before too, but it only takes a few times to get used to it, and then it's honestly so easy to use. I will tell you so many reasons why you should switch to a Diva Cup. One, it's eco-friendly. So think about how many times, how many pads that you've used over years, how many tampons, like how often you throw those out. That's a lot of tampons and a lot of pads. That's a lot of waste that we're throwing into the environment. And when you get a Diva Cup, you literally use one Diva Cup for 5 years. It's made of silicone. You can use it over and over again. You can wash it. First of all, it's extremely eco-friendly. That's the main thing, obviously the thing that has to do with this video topic. But other than that, there are other benefits that you get with the Diva Cup. So you also save a lot of money, so think of all the times that you've had to buy packages of tampons or pads, and they're not cheap. So you buy one Diva Cup, it's pricier than a box of tampons, but it lasts you 5 years, so you're actually saving a lot of money. 2, Diva Cups are actually way better for your body than using a tampon. There's actually toxins and stuff that tampons release in your body, and they're really not good. And TMI, but tampons are actually not really good for your health down there, and they're quite drying, and Diva Cups do not dry your female areas out. So they are actually so much better for your body. They're better for the environment. They'll save you money. Honestly, guys, switch to a Diva Cup. Now, the next thing that I've changed in my routine is I use less cotton rounds. Before, I was using honestly so many cotton rounds with my makeup remover to remove my makeup. I can't talk today. But now I am using less cotton rounds. I'm only using some for like every now and then when I need to use a toner, but I have switched back to a face cloth. And the only thing that's frustrating with the face cloth is like with how much makeup I wear, which I don't always wear a lot of makeup, but when I do wear makeup, I usually do like a full face. So when a lot of makeup gets on the cloth, it is a bit of a pain to wash it all out, and you obviously want to make sure you're washing your cloth well so that you're not rubbing a dirty cloth on your face. So that's the only thing. But it is a lot more eco-friendly, because before, when I was wearing a full face of makeup and using cotton rounds and makeup remover to remove my makeup, I was going through a good 4 or 5 cotton rounds each time. So that is not good for the environment, and I am making an active effort to try not to do that anymore. The next thing that I want to do in my foreseeable future, that was such a weird way to say that. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The next thing that I want to do in the future is be very careful about what skincare brands I support. So for the last 4 years, I've honestly just been using anything that I got while working at Sephora, because you get a lot of gratis, and I wasn't about to waste anything. So every single product that I got, I either gave to my mom or gave to a friend or my brother or whoever. So I did share my skincare. So nothing was getting wasted. But what I want to do once I've run out of these products, and I am getting there, I'm getting to the point where I only have like a couple serums, moisturizers left and stuff, so I will be buying my own skincare soon. I'm going to make an effort to buy skincare that's in glass packaging instead of plastic packaging to try and cut down on the amount of plastic waste going out into the environment. I'm also going to be very active in researching the brands that I'm supporting, make sure that they have very ethical practices, clean ingredients, as well as look into what they are doing for the environment and those extra steps they're taking, because some of these like new clean at Sephora brands are really making an effort to make a big difference in the environment and the world and a whole bunch of other ethical things. So I'm going to be very careful to research that when choosing my skincare. Obviously I haven't decided that yet because I'm still getting through the stuff that I have in my drawer in my bathroom. But when I am in the process of doing that and I've decided what products that I'm going to be using, I will make a video on that if you guys are interested. Just talking about what my new skincare routine consists of and why I chose those products and those brands. And finally, the last thing that I am changing in my lifestyle is trying to contribute less to fast fashion. Obviously, every now and then I may want to pick up a few new items if it's a special occasion or if I'm looking for something specific, but there are some great secondhand stores around where I live, and I've actually found some really good deals at them recently, and it's just so much better for the environment because those clothes are already produced, they're already out there, and someone has already given them up. And by, you know, purchasing those and giving them a new home, they're not getting wasted, there's less waste out there. The secondhand store that I went to recently is called Talese. It's really new to where I live. I'll just read this from their website so you guys have a better idea. Basically it says, did you know that 85% of all textiles end up in landfills despite 95% being fully recyclable? Each of our stores saves more than 2 million pounds of goods per year from landfills. Isn't that crazy? 2 million pounds. That's insane. So honestly, just like contributing less to fast fashion and actually purchasing from these types of clothing stores just makes a big difference in the environment. And I feel like there's a lot of us that are really guilty of just like buying clothes that we don't need and not really putting much thought into the things that we buy. Anyways guys, those are the main habits I am changing in my life right now. I'm sure there's more that will, you know, come around as I start to change my lifestyle and I learn more, but I definitely want to make a difference and definitely be less wasteful in my life, because the more I read up about what's happening in the environment and how horrible the human footprint is on the environment, it makes me so sad, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I want to be a part of the group of people that is really helping to, you know, preserve the environment and take care of it. So these are things that I'm going to be changing in my life. Comment below, let me know what things you are actively doing to make a difference on the environment and to try and preserve it and take care of it. I'd love to hear if there's anything that I didn't mention today that I should maybe do and I didn't really think about. I'd love to hear about what you are doing in your life to actively make a difference. So let me know in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every Thursday. I'd honestly really appreciate it if you become part of the family, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Take care guys. Bye-bye. Got a big brain to help our plant friends, yeah, and all the little animals in the sea. I don't know what I'm doing. But I hope my song motivated you.